Hey guys, and welcome to what is, I think, our third, fourth, or fifth, somewhere in there, episode of West River Movement. It's been a bit chaotic and sporadic as it's still under the process because honestly, right now it's not gonna come on this and talk about things unless it's genuinely something that needs to be talked about or we want to talk about or it's gonna actually be useful. It's not just a talk show and it's not really what I want it to be or what any of us want it to be, and no one has time for that. And if you want time for that, you probably aren't going to listen to this podcast for your daily talk show host. But today's a topic that I really want to share because I find it's really important. I just don't think the message is shared a lot or broke down into an understandable concept for the situations that it applies, and it's something that I wish I would have known earlier, and I'm still learning, of course, but it's the idea of addressing people's intentions for you and if they align with your aspirations for yourself. So, to make that make sense, I'm gonna start with a story, and it's in regards to I've been around a lot of basketball lately, and it's in regards to my process of finding a college and the recruitment process and committing and going on all these different tours and all this and that. And I've made that decision 3 times actually in my career of where I'm going to go to school. So that's why I'm a really great example of either what not to do or how to do it. I don't know yet. I mean, I've definitely messed it up along the way, so that's why I want to share is because and I've made some good choices and been influenced in good ways, whatever. I'm not saying that don't do this or don't do that. This is simply just an idea that I think needs to be discussed. And so when I've been in the process of choosing my colleges, so when I was coming into my freshman year, into my first year of college, when I was a senior in high school and I was deciding on what school to go to, it was there's not these terrible, wicked people out there just left and right in the recruiting process. But the thing is you're sold a lot. And, people are trying to get you to come here, get you to go there, and they're going to give you different ideas of these different places, and you're always going to get the picture-perfect view on the front. So, at the front of it, it seems like their intentions for you, their ideas for you are so grand. And they're going to tell you, we think you'd be a great fit. We think you'd be a great addition to our team. We could see you here, here, and here. And you're like, oh, wow, that sounds great because, I want to be a contributing member. I want to have a big role. I want to be part of something great, right? And that's how it comes off. And then you get into the program and, maybe that's not exactly how things pan out to be. And you realize that, there's some lack of integrity or there's a lack of honesty in that process of explaining intentions and aspirations amongst both the parties. So that kind of leads to the question, well, how do I know, their true intentions and aspirations for me, right? And the reason I wanted to address this is because this is so crucial for not just athletes and choosing the right school. This is crucial for parents and when you're having your athletes go to these different programs. And it's crucial for the different coaches when these athletes are playing at different places. We have to have these honest conversations amongst groups of people, and whether that's player to coach, coach to parent, or player to parent, we need to make sure that we are aligning ourselves with people who have the right intentions and they align with our aspirations. So, do my dreams for myself equal your dreams for me? Do my values in my life equal your values that you carry? Do my aspirations for this program equal your aspirations for this program? And do your intentions for my daughter equal my aspirations for my daughter? And it's this constant conversation of, are we on the same page? Are we aligning in the right way? And that takes honesty and that takes integrity. And I bring up my college career because I'm not complaining. I'm not saying it was great, good, bad, or like I dealt with these terrible, terrible people. But my freshman year, I experienced some lack of honesty, lack of whatever, right? And people were on different pages, and that led to me being upset and unhappy in my situation. And amongst my teammates, it led to drama, not between like me and my teammates, but it led to drama amongst the team because people are confused about who is expected to be where. And I thought I was going to be able to do this, and I thought we were going to be able to do this. And so there's this letdown of expectations when these things are not addressed correctly and honestly. So I transferred out after my freshman year for lots of other reasons too, but for the main reason being like I don't know how I see myself in this program. I don't know how I fit your piece of this puzzle. I don't see myself as having a place here. Whether that was communicated well and I didn't receive it, or it wasn't communicated well and I didn't receive it, whatever the situation is, right? I decided to transfer it, and I go somewhere that, the grass was not greener. In fact, I ended up somewhere where I'll genuinely say it on this show, and it's not to bash anyone, it's not to like do any of this, it's just to explain that the importance of this. I ended up going somewhere that didn't have the best intentions for me as a person. And it was kind of a quick sell for them. It was, we need to sign a kid, and you're a good fit, and okay, cool, here's the deal. And I was just excited to go, right? I was still glazed over when I was sold on the vision at first. I was sold on the recruiting process. I was sold it was going to be so great, and it seemed so great. And, that stuff soon came to light, right? And it's just me stressing the importance of genuinely getting to know these people's intentions and where they really stand with you as a player or a person. And then understanding that if those things don't align with the aspirations you have for your career, like whether it be in school. So say you're in my shoes and, this coach doesn't see you pursuing this degree you want to pursue. That's probably not a good fit, right? It's no different than if this coach is like, well, I don't see you getting off the bench in the next 3-4 years. It's no different. Those things don't really work out, right? So you're probably not going to go to that school. But that's where honesty really, really comes into play. Because in the athletics world, people can kind of work their way around, well, if you just work on this, then maybe, or if you just do this, well, maybe. And there's a lot of there's a lot of tangible things that can change whether or not, specific situations occur, right? But when it comes down to it, do the people that you are committing yourself to genuinely want to see you succeed? Do they genuinely share the goals for you that you have for yourself? And then, bigger picture, do their goals and dreams for their program align with the goals and dreams that you want to contribute to? Do you want to be a part of that? Is that something that you're excited and enthused about? Because when it gets ugly and long and hard, is this something you're going to buy into? So do their aspirations align with your aspirations? So there's that equation again where it's, do their intentions align with my aspirations? And vice versa, it's, do my intentions align with their aspirations? And if either of those if it's like a yes, no, or a no, or no, yes, whatever it is, like, you're probably going to be unhappy in that situation. It's probably going to be a two-way street of not getting along, things not working well together. And I learned that my sophomore year. Like, they didn't have the same plan for me that I had for myself in the program, and not in some me, tearing down the roof kind of way of, I don't agree with this and this and this and that. It's just, I had a hard time, getting through in that program in a positive manner because there was lack of honesty and transparency in the conversations of, these are our intentions for you and these are our aspirations for you. And when there's lack of honesty and integrity in that conversation, it's really hard to make a good, honest assessment. And this occurs all the time in the recruiting process. I have tons of friends and teammates who experience this. It's that transparency doesn't always occur from both parties in the recruiting process, and it'll come to bite you in the butt. You'll be transferring, you'll be asked not to come back, you'll be in these situations where it's really negative for both parties. So it's best to just address the situation head on at the beginning as honestly as possible. And if it can't be addressed honestly, red flag number one, that's an issue. Like, that's a head-on issue, right? And I ran into that too, where there's lack of courage to say truly how each person feels, right? Doesn't want to step on toes, doesn't want to make the other one mad. Well, here's the deal. If this is a situation with, you might be moving your kid from one team to another team, or you might be debating on, well, should I stay at this high school or go to this high school, or, should I play on this team or should I play on this team? Or, there's a million situations where you're deciding between groups or jobs or paths or careers or programs, right? Where you have to pick between one or the other. Or you have to decide, am I going to really commit to this group? Am I really going to commit to this thing? And you have to look and ask these questions. It literally just is, do they want for me what I want for me? And do I want for them what they want for them? Do my dreams and goals align with their dreams and goals on a program level and on an individual level? And if any of that is a no, it's not a fit. Don't do it. It's not good. And if you really can't get to the nitty gritty of that when you're making these decisions, like one party can't answer clearly or won't answer clearly, that's a sign of a lot of things. But the biggest sign is that that's probably not the right situation for you. And I think it needs to be addressed more often, people's intentions and people's goals and dreams. Because here's the deal, a lot of times you'll turn and get mad and angry at the people who only have the right intentions and align exactly with what your dreams are. They want the exact same things for you. We take that stuff out on those people, right? When in reality, the ones that are in our lives causing and butting our heads, making us bang our heads up against the wall, are those people who we're not on the same mission. We aren't sharing those same values. I don't want the same things for you that you want for you, and you don't want the same things for me that I want for me. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, a successful team is, I want what you want for you just as much as what I want for myself, and vice versa. And that's the end goal, right? So I'm gonna say it a million times, but do my intentions align with the program's aspirations and dreams? Am I going to be a good fit into this? Do I really want what they want? And vice versa. Do their intentions align with my aspirations for my life, for the goals and dreams I have individually? And I do want to say, as athletes, I know a lot of times we don't address that second part of that, where what does this equal what I want, right? Because we think, well, it's for the team, it's for the greater good. What I want doesn't matter right now. It's not about me. And yes, that is true. It's not about us. It's a lot bigger than us. But we have to be selfish in a sense of, we have our entire lives to build. Very few of us are going to be pro athletes. I know we got a few overseas athletes playing and whatnot, but we're not going to spend our entire lives as an athlete. We're only going to spend 4 or 5 years at this university that we're at, max. And so or on this team or this club AAU program or on this youth program for your kid. Your kid might be in that program for who knows how long, but the whole deal is we have to be selfish at some point and ask, are these people going to help me get where I'm trying to go? Because they should want that as badly for you, your dreams and your goals, as you want for them, this program to succeed. And those things should go hand in hand. It shouldn't have to be you sacrifice completely what your goals and aspirations just because you have to be a part of the teams and the teams don't align with yours. And, maybe that's that's not selfish, because if you're unhappy in your personal life and in your career goals, there's no way you're going to be happy doing this for someone else like that. And it's not healthy if the program that you are contributing and devoting yourself to doesn't want to see you succeed in your personal life. And I use my college career as an example because I didn't read intentions and I put my aspirations to the side. I didn't look at those things clearly and really, really, really dig in on people and have the courage to ask, are we on the same page with this? These are my dreams and goals. And, maybe you say one of your dreams is, well, I want to be first team All-American and I want to average 25 points a game. And, I want to be a starter and have about 35, 40 minutes a game. And, your coach might look at you and be like, no, heck no, that's not going to happen. I'm sorry. And for whatever reason, in that situation, yeah, you probably are being a bit selfish. I don't mean in a sense of go out and get everything that you want and ask for or owns nothing. Otherwise that's not it. I'm saying if you have internal drives and you have things that you're very passionate about and striving for in your education and as a basketball player that are likely selfless goals. If you're listening to this, I assume you're a pretty selfless person, but you're ambitious. You can have selfless and ambitious goals. You can be a selfless and ambitious person. You can be shooting for the stars and it's not selfish. And the better you are, the more you can contribute, right? So if that's your goal, that's your goal. But don't think it's a get all, give all, or get nothing kind of deal where, you can ask them for these things. And if they say no, then, that's not the right fit. That's not what I'm saying. And I'm not saying if you ask for 40 minutes and they say, well, that's not going to happen, our aspirations for me don't align. It's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying at all. And if that's what you think, then you missed the message and I explained it poorly. What I'm saying is, in the grand scheme of this, if my goal is to walk out of here fulfilled as a player, do you want the same for me? If my goal is to walk out here with the program in a better place when I walked in here, is that your goal for this program? I want to win a conference championship. Is that your goal for this program? Is that the path we're going to be on? My goal is to walk out of here with a winning mentality. Is that the goal? Is that the path that we're on? My goal is to walk out of here with my degree plus maybe an internship at so-and-so. Is that going to work for you? Can I do that? Yeah, cool. Those are the kinds of questions. Those are the kinds of things. In regards to the college sense, now, don't get me wrong, it's going to be different too with different situations. I'm just using my personal situation because, I've been poor at this, I've learned this, and vice versa on the spectrum of things. When these intentions and aspirations align amongst people, that's when really great things happen. When I want the same thing that you want, and you want it for me, and I want it for you, that's when things are successful, right? When we have the same, we both want great for the other person. We both want great for the program, right? We both have high standards and high dreams, high aspirations, big goals. That's when good things happen. That's when great cultures are built. That's when you are part of something that you're going to be very happy to be a part of. So I just wanted to address that because as the AAU season is kicking off and people are going on visits, people are talking to colleges, we got people going in to be seniors. You got people like, well, should I stay at this school or should I go to that school or should I play for this team? Blah, 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 blah. When you are making these decisions, ask yourself these questions. I've said it a million times on this, I feel like, but I'm going to just say it one more time. Do my intentions align with their aspirations? Do their intentions align with my aspirations? And vice versa. So, do I want what they want? Do they want what I want? It's that simple. Now I'm going to say it one more time. Do I want what they want? And do they want what I want? And if those are yeses across the board, and it's deeper than that, it's not just some sales pitch or yes, 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 yes. No, it's not that. This is just breaking it down to the basics of, okay, yeah, we're all on the same page. So if you can answer yes to all of those, you're going to be in a good place. You're going to find yourself in a good situation. And if you're assessing a situation, I don't want to ramble, but if you're assessing a situation where you're like, these people are just out to get me. These people don't want me to succeed. These people are blah, 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 blah. Ask yourself those questions. Have these people always had good intentions for me? Have they always wanted me to be successful? Yeah? Okay, well then I'm probably just mad. And well then I'm probably just mad and emotional, you know? But if the answer is like, no, he kind of has had it out for me since day one. Like, for example, when he did this, this, and this, like, yeah, that was pretty messed up. And he told me the other day, I'm going to suck, you know? Intentions and aspirations aren't aligning. Like, that's probably a good situation to get out of. But if you're around people all the time and maybe someone makes you mad, say a coach makes you mad, and you ask yourself, well, like, he's always trying to help. He's always tried to help me. Well, his intentions are good, right? And he believes in me. He believes in me a lot. He's always wanted the best for me, and he's who helped me, overcome this fear, overcome this mental block, and blah, 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 and have more confidence, right? Well, he aspires for you great things just as you want for yourself. That's a good situation. So this is a great way to grade your situation. It's a great way to assess things. It's a great way to, if you have to make a move, or if you need to calm down in a situation, to calm down in a situation. And when you're building your circle of people, when you're deciding on committing to programs, and you're making decisions of that sort, this is a tool to use, and it's something to just keep in mind. This is something I wish I would have learned more. And, I was just lucky to always be around really great people who had a great heart and great intentions for me. So as you get older and as you find yourself in these situations, like, this is something you're going to have to learn. And it's just a good reminder for emotional situations and hard situations. But as always, appreciate you guys tuning in, and we're going to bring some more quick hit but like informational episodes, because not here to just talk your ear off and waste your time. We're here to help you grow and get better and address the things in, West River, but it's not just West River. This is not limited to a region, but our goal is the kids here and the people here. So appreciate you guys tuning in as always, and stay tuned for what's to come next for West River Movement. And again, appreciate you guys.